When it comes to building a franchise in the NBA, there are mostly two approaches. There is the Lakers and the Clippers type. These are teams that aim at winning the present and their roster is completed with many stars and veteran presence. And then there are teams like the Thunders who have a lot of draft capitals and young guys on the team, and their primary focus is to rebuild and win the future. However, for the Golden State Warriors, things are a little bit different. Right now, they are winning the present as they're the second seed in the Western Conference and are one of the title favorites. But when you break down their roster and their assets, this Warriors team can potentially be dominating for the next entire decade. In today's video, we'll be taking a deeper look on exactly why the Golden State Warriors will keep dominating the league for many years to come. And with that being said, let's roll the intro.
Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match in the
Yo, what's up guys, Jason's here back with another video. If it's the first time watching, I make Golden State Warriors content and break down news and rumors in all angles. So if you want full-time Warriors coverage, make sure to smack the like and subscribe button and you will always be notified when I upload a new video. As I mentioned previously, there are two ways to build an NBA franchise. We now will use the Lakers and the Thunders as examples and break down a little bit more, and then we'll break down the Warriors roster, and by the end of the video you will know exactly why the Warriors front office is set to make this Golden State franchise to dominate for years. Alright, so let's first take a look at the Lakers roster. I think it's obvious that this is the perfect prototype of a team that's aiming at winning the present. They got Russell Westbrook making $44.2 million, LeBron James making $41.1 million, and Anthony Davis making $35.3 million. And speaking of the bench and veteran presence, they got Carmelo Anthony making $2.6 million, Trevor Ariza making $2.6 million, Avery Bradley making $2.6 million, Dwight Howard making $2.6 million, and so on. And looking at the draft capital, the Lakers do not have a first round pick until 2025. And we'll take a look at the length of these contracts. They are mostly 1 year, 2 year deal, which match up with the Lakers championship window. Moving on to the Thunders, which represent teams that are rebuilding. Looking at their roster, most of their guys are young and are on rookie contract. For example, Josh Giddey making $5.9 million, Darius Bazley making $2.5 million, Trey Mann making $2.9 million, and Aleksej Pokusevski making $3.1 million. But then, when you look at their draft capital, this is a completely different story. The Thunders have 3 first-round picks and a second-round pick in 2022, 5 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks in 2023, and 4 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks in 2024. You guys get what I'm saying. The Thunders have a lot of draft picks, a lot of cap space, so in the future, they have the money to sign big-name free agents, and they can use those draft picks to acquire veteran presence or just draft some young talent. Alright, now we're halfway done with this video. If you're still here, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and leave any video ideas you have in the comment section down below. Alright, it's now time to move on to the Warriors roster. The reason that the Warriors front office is on a different level is that this team is filled with superstars, bench support, veteran presence, 3 lottery draft pick rookies, and they have at least 1 first and 1 second round picks every year from now on except 2024. Okay, so let's break down each section individually. Superstar presence. The Warriors have the best point guard in the league, Steph Curry, who is making $45.7 million. All-star shooting guard Klay Thompson, who is easily a top 3 shooting guard in the league when healthy, making $37.9 million. Andrew Wiggins, who will very likely make the All-Star team this year, making $31.5 million. And Draymond Green, who is the former All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, making $24 million. Without many questions asked, this fort is already a championship level squad. Now we'll move on to the bench support. Jordan Poole, the team drafted a few years back in the first round, averaging nearly 17 points per game this year. Kevon Looney, although making only $5.1 million, has great presence on both offense and defense. Gary Payton II, who is making $1.9 million, but has the best defensive rating in the league. Speaking of veteran presence, Andre Iguodala, Otto Porter Jr., and Nemanja Bjelica are all valuable pieces the Warriors were able to sign on a veteran minimum contract. Okay, at this point, the Warriors look like a typical championship contending team, but what follows next will definitely change the story. Because of 2 bad seasons, the Warriors had the 2nd overall pick 2 years ago and the 7th and the 14th pick last season. With the 3 picks, the Warriors selected future center James Wiseman, future small forward Jonathan Kuminga, and future shooting guard Moses Moody. Now, Wiseman has 2 years left on his contract after this season, and Kuminga and Moody both will have 3. And now you'll put on Jordan Poole the point guard position. All of a sudden, you have another starting 4 who all have all-star potential. Now, you might say the Warriors should not draft these rookies, and instead they should put everything in the present and get more star powers. That's right, and that was me a while back, but now looking at it, I think the front office made the best decision. If the Warriors want to make a trade, they have all the young pieces, the veteran presence, and also the draft picks to move around, and really there are a lot of flexibilities on this roster. While the front office is building the team on a different level, Steve Kerr is able to fully maximize every player and make this team the best defensive team and the top 3 team on offense. With the current scheme and mindset, all these young players will be able to learn from the veterans and keep the same atmosphere for many years to come. Alright guys, so this wraps up the video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with the way the Warriors front office is building this roster. And if you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave that subscribe and follow me on social media with all the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.